Okay, in today's video, we're here to unbox and talk about the new Blood and Zeal expansion for Kill Team, the gangs you get inside it, the book, the scenery, and everything in between to see if it is a worthwhile purchase for you or whether it is something to give a miss. So let's dive in and see what we think. Okay, this is the Blood and Zeal collection of miniatures from, of course, Kill Team, Blood and Zeal. Now, Blood and Zeal is the third installment of the Vulcus campaign for Kill Team, or Season, or however you want to do it. It started with, of course, Kill Team Hive Zone, moved across to the Brutal and Cunning set, and now we have the Blood and Zeal as, like I said, the third installment of it. This is all the scenery that you have gotten from all three sets now. So if you have been lucky enough to get your hands on all three sets, you do have a very nice, respectable set of scenery for playing games of Kill Team. And that might be one of the reasons why I find the scenery that you get inside Blood of Zeal a little bit lackluster. Obviously, Hivestorm is a much bigger set, so you do get quite a larger collection of scenery with that box set. But with Brutal and Cunning, you got all of this, which I think is really awesome. It makes a little bunker complex. It directly plugs in with the Hivestorm scenery kit. You can get extra little attachments, so it fits on really well. If you want to check how that perfectly works, I do have a Brutal and Cunning review video as well. And with this, all they did was they threw us an old piece of scenery, which is, don't get me wrong, it is an absolutely gorgeous piece of scenery. But if you didn't have any other Kill Team stuff and this was the only bit you got, it doesn't really add a lot to the game. It's just like a small kind of footprint of blocking terrain. Is that all you get? So that's a bit weird for me. I like I said, I find it to be a slightly odd choice of additional scenery for the box set. I mean, they usually are pretty good at giving you like brand new kits, and like a real reason to buy the box set is usually the scenery. And I'm finding that missing a little bit with this particular set. But anyway, that's just the scenery. Let's move on and talk about the gangs and see if they pull this box set up. Okay, the Khorne gang is, of course, absolutely stunning. They exude pure kind of aggression. I love the ones with their bionic legs, like tearing up pillars and like real dynamic, jumping through the air. I just find that's incredible. You do get like 2 or 3 guys like that, you know, wielding his double cleavers. It'll focus on anything but the model I'm talking about. I just think that's really nice additional thing. Adds a little bit of like speed and stuff to the models. So you do get a nice collection of those models. Now, Khorne really isn't my jam. That's by far my least favorite Chaos God. So this warband doesn't really interest me all that much. Although aesthetically speaking, just from a building and painting point of view, they are absolutely stunning. And I'm more than excited to get a video done up for painting these guys and sharing that with you. So although Khorne isn't my jam, these models are 10 out of 10 gorgeous. And you do get a bunch of different options for weapons and equipment and stuff like that. So you can vary your gang up depending on your particular play style. Whether you want to be real close combat oriented or whether you want to have a whole heap of kind of pistols and guns and stuff in there, that's also a choice for you. Okay, then we come to the Sanctifier operatives. These are the good guys in the box set. Good guys of the box set. And if Games Workshop had not sent me out this kit for review, these models are the reason that I would have marched out and bought the box set for myself. I love absolutely every single one of them. They're so unique. They're so standalone. They're just incredible. They're filled with kind of crazy universal special rules and lots of kind of succinct fighting. They're just amazing. There's loads of different options for each model you get inside the kit, so you can of course mix and match, change weapons and heads and arms and all sorts of bits and pieces. And as a group of miniatures to use in Kill Team, they stand out as one of the most interesting. From a creator point of view who likes to make painting videos helping you guys paint your models, it's an absolute nightmare. And what I mean by that is these are the Sanctifier operatives you can see inside of the box set. And every single model inside this warband is painted differently, which means I have no idea how to go about tackling this as a video helping you guys paint. There is no way I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 individual painting guides for these models. I just don't have the time or the inclination to go away and do that. So I'm going to have to spend some time thinking about what models I think are going to be the most important. I'm thinking of starting with, of course, the Confessor, because he's an amazing model. I also really like the Missionary guys. They're amazing. Persecutor, sorry, with the Eviscerator is another one I would like to do. So I'm going to have to figure that out myself. But like I said, this particular warband are amazing. Paired against them, I think it's going to make for some very interesting combats, especially if it's across this kind of hive zone. All the different like scenery mixed in, even the walls from Brutal and Cunning give you lots of like close kind of confined combat. I think you're gonna have some absolutely excellent games of Kill Team. In the box set, you of course do get the collection of cards you will be required to play the game with. You've got your kind of Blood and Zeal deck. So for Blood, for instance, you can have or return discarded card. Use this Blood card during a friendly operative's activation or counter activation before or after it performs an action. Shuffle one of your opponent's. That sounds like a boring card, but you get the idea. There's different cards for both warbands doing different things, which I think is pretty cool. You of course get your gang cards, if you will, showing off all the different rules, making it really convenient to play the game, and a bunch of other bits and pieces for equipment and all that kind of stuff exists. The book you get with the game is also one of my favorites, the Blood and Zeal dossier book. I really do like reading these Kill Team books. They are chock full of absolutely incredible kind of background stories for both of the gangs, of course the Crimson Ascent and the Vadrov's Devote, and the story of where they're fighting, the gangs that are fighting, all the different kind of operative groups that you can have. It's just incredible. If you ever do get these box sets and you do like skip past these bits straight to the rules, like remember you're spending a considerable amount of money for these box sets. Like Warhammer is not cheap. Bespoke Kill Team sets like this are not cheap. You're talking probably 100 quid for the box set for 2 gangs, a piece of scenery and a bunch of books. This is part of what you're paying for. So if you want to get your money's worth, I recommend you spend a little bit of time and actually read the stories with Goremongers, find out what they're all about, why they're here, how their gang work, their stories and stuff like that. And I think it will make a huge difference to your enjoyment of the game, giving you more of a kind of a narrative feel if you know what's actually going on between these 2 groups of soldiers. And of course we shan't forget the usual tokens set you get with every single Kill Team gang in the world, just to make playing the game slightly easier. There's a bunch of tokens on this card that I don't recognize just yet because I haven't read what the new gangs do, but I'm sure there is something about collecting blood points or being zealous, and they'll give you different bonuses depending on what gang you're doing. So that's pretty much it. That is the content of the new Blood and Zeal set, alongside of course the Hive Storm and the Brutal and Cunning scenery, to give you guys an idea of what all 3 of those Kill Team kill zones look like matched together. Hopefully you found this interesting. You learned a little bit about the beautiful new Blood and Zeal box set, and it has either tempted you to go and purchase it or given you all the relevant information that you need to decide to give it a skip. That's all these videos are here to do, is to hopefully educate you, and then you can of course go away and make your own decision. If you found this video helpful, useful, or in any way informative, please do think about giving the video a like. Make sure you are, of course, subscribed to the channel. And if you have any questions about this box set that I haven't covered, anything specifically, obviously I can't cover every single thing in the book in the video. If you have any questions, make sure you do put it in the comments below and I'll answer as many of them as humanly possible. And if you want to take it a step further and help support the channel even more, think about looking at the Patreon and of course the channel membership that's linked down below. So there's a bunch of benefits for that too, so check it all out. So thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end of this video. I'll see you in the next one.